Hi, I'm Rob Kellogg, and today we're going to talk about guardrail systems. Now understand that there are many pre-manufactured guardrail systems that are delivered out to the job site. As long as they're installed naturally and according to the manufacturer's requirements, then there shouldn't be any issues. But if you are tasked with or are working around job site material guardrail systems, then there's a few things we need to look at before you utilize those for your safety protection. First and foremost is materials. There are 4 acceptable materials that you can use in the construction industry for guardrail systems, and that is 2x4 construction grade material, 1.5 inch outside diameter Schedule 40 steel pipe. You have 1/4 inch or greater wire rope, and then finally a 2 inch by 2 inch by 3/8 inch stock angle iron. Now, make sure that your 2x4s are in good condition. They haven't had any cracks in them. They're not knotted heavily, because those are breaking points. And we'll talk about strength here in a second. 1/4 inch wire rope. Make sure it's in good condition. It's not rusting. There's not a lot of frayed or barbs sticking out of them, because those are laceration and puncture hazards. 1.5 inch Schedule 40 pipe. Again, we want to look at the structural integrity of that. Make sure it's not rusting out, and there's no other issues that could cause hazards. And finally, your 2x2 by 3/8 inch angle iron. This stuff all must prevent you from going over those structures and into a fall potential environment. Now, when we construct them, we need to make sure that they meet certain criteria. And your first criteria is weight capacity. Now, your top rail, as we see over here, and your mid rail, and your toe board. Your top rail has to hold at least 200 pounds of pressure, and that's down, in, and out with some vigor. How do you test that? Stand sideways to the guardrail system, put your body weight on it, maintaining balance that you don't fall over, but you're pushing down straight, and then give it that wiggle to make sure it's not coming out off in your hands. Because if it comes apart in your hands, it's not a good guardrail system. Your mid rail should hold at least 150 pounds of pressure. Again, these are one of those things that you have to get down on your knee and push down to make sure it's holding properly, if you suspect that this wasn't constructed properly. And then finally, your toe board has to hold at least 50 pounds of pressure. And this is primarily to protect anybody who might be below the walking surface in which you're on. If they can't get underneath it for any purpose or any reason, it's not blocked, prevented, then a toe board is required. Now, when it comes to your height requirements, your top rail needs to be at 42 inches plus or minus 3 inches. No higher than 45, no lower than 39. Your mid rail has to be between your top rail and your walking surface, so roughly about 21 inches from the walking surface. And then finally, your toe board. That has to be at least 3.5 inches tall. And normally you're going to use a 2x4 system for that, which is pretty common throughout the industry. You can reduce it down to a 1x4 and still be compliant, but that's extra material. It's usually not on site, and therefore it's kind of hard to come by, but it is acceptable in practice. Now, we also want to maintain a certain distance when it comes to our uprights. Here and here. These are our stanchions. Those distances should not exceed 8 feet in length. And when we take your measurement, you should go from the outside of the material to the other outside of the material and make sure it does not go beyond 8 feet. That's a requirement. And also, you have a 19-inch opening maximum, and that usually means when you have a system that comes up to an existing structure, like a wall or a column, for example, then you should not have a gap between the system, the guardrail system, and the structure. Should not be more than 19 inches. So with that, we want to make sure that we're following these guidelines. We're looking for these issues when we get out to the field, and make sure if we've got to use these construction grade materials, we're using the proper materials and we're putting it in the proper design. Again, if you have any questions or concerns, that's what we're here for. We're here to help guide you as best we can. Give us a call. Always have a great day, and especially a safe one. Thank you.